Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. I'm Mike. This time we're taking a look at the Transformers Bumblebee Studio Series Deluxe Ironhide by Hasbro. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. Finally, I have this action figure in hand. My area Walmart had several of these tucked away on the top shelf and a few on the peg, and I managed to grab 3 of the Studio Series Deluxe action figures from the Transformers live-action Bumblebee movie. Ironhide is my favorite character, and over the years, Hasbro has presented different iterations of Ironhide in each Transformers line that they have released. This, in my opinion, is one of the best. One of the reasons that I like this action figure so much is because of the Cybertronian design. Now, if you've seen the Transformers Bumblebee live-action movie from 2018, you recall that the opening scenes of that movie are a battle sequence between the Autobots and Decepticons on the planet Cybertron, and that entire sequence is CGI. In my opinion, that should have been the entire movie. So here we have Ironhide in the packaging. This is a deluxe action figure, and it is the new plastic-free packaging by Hasbro with the open window box. As you can see here, Ironhide is hiding in the shadows, waiting to strike on unsuspecting Decepticon foes who pass him by. Never mind the billboard. On the back of the packaging, you have your obligatory product shots. It says Ironhide and the Autobots take on the Decepticons in a final stand. You see the toy in both its robot and alt mode, and in the lower right is an obligatory product image of Ironhide with the backdrop outside of the packaging. So here he is outside of the packaging. Now, before we begin the review, I wanted you all to see this. The backdrop display is a separate insert. It doesn't have to be cut out. It's just sitting inside the box, while the figure is attached to a cardboard insert that also has artwork on it. And you can see that the accessories are just kind of secured down here at the bottom, like so. So Ironhide's got some plastic ties holding him in. The accessories just kind of sitting in here. Now, if you go to buy one of these from the store, you absolutely need to take the box and angle it down and look inside and make sure those accessories are in there before you purchase the toy. All right, so here's Ironhide outside of the packaging. And as you can see, this is a really nice looking figure. Now let's talk about what's included in the box besides the action figure. Now let's take a moment and talk about what's included. First and foremost, your instruction sheet. Ironhide transforms in 24 steps. And we are not going to look at this because, in my experience, it's useless. Also included is Ironhide's blaster cannon. Look at that. That looks awesome. That looks like a gun he would use. One round from that thing will blow a hole clear through Soundwave's chest. And of course, you can take Ironhide's blaster, put it in his hand, put him in an action pose where he's fighting the Decepticons. Well, let's bring Ironhide up close so you can see the details. Really nice head sculpt. I like the attention to detail. Nice light piping there. Autobot symbol on the translucent panel on his chest. Some gunmetal gray going on there. And the joints on this action figure are really loose. Nice gunmetal gray on his arms there. Detail on the backpack there. All the way around, it's a really nice looking action figure. His head is on a ball joint, a swivel pivot, angle around. Forward and lateral movement there at the shoulder. Bicep rotation. The arm will rotate there at the elbow joint, single jointed elbow. And there's no wrist pivot because the wrist just popped out. sure that's back in place. There we go. As far as the torso, waist swivel, forward and lateral movement of thigh rotation, single jointed knee, no lower leg rotation, foot will pivot and angle and will not rotate. And again, the joints on this figure are really loose. That is surprising. I've never had that happen with a Transformer before. Now for comparison, I'm going to bring out the Transformer Siege Optimus Prime. I do not have the Studio Series Optimus from Bumblebee. In reality, I think this is more representative of his Cybertronian mode just because of the design of the cab and things like that, as well as the battle damage that's on the figure. You can see I've repainted him, tried to give him a nice wash to dirty him up. But I think they look good together. For those of you that are interested in the scale of the action figure, Ironhide stands approximately, looks like 5 3/8 of an inch tall. All right, to transform Ironhide, first thing we want to do is fold his hands inside of his arms like that. Flip that panel up, turn him around, and tab these back panels. And you're going to lift this up and out of the way. And this entire chest assembly is on multiple hinges all the way up. You're just going to do that right there. You're going to take his legs, turn them around like this. Fold his feet inside of his legs like that. And let's straighten that out. And you want to bring them up like this and then rotate the entire assembly like that. Fold them at the knees and rotate these down like this. And then this entire assembly is going to come forward. You got 2 ports here, and it's got 2 tabs. Bottom of the cab. It's going to tab in there. There's one there, one there, just like that. And you want to make sure all that's lined up nice and tight. You're going to come back here and take this. You're going to rotate this down. And let's see. Fold. Let's see how these fold down. These gray sections have to tab into, let's see here, make sure I got this right. Fold those out. Yeah, I've got this part wrong some kind of way. I don't know what I've done. There we go. Tab that in. Bring this around and put that tab in there like that. Do the same thing on this side. This has got a tab in there. And nope, not yet. It all came loose. There we go. And this tab's going to go in down here in this slot for his arms, like that. There he is in his alt mode. You can take his gun, plug it into the port, top like that. There he is, all transformed, ready to roll out. Overall, it's a really nice action figure. I'm not happy about the fact that it's got really loose joints on it right out of the box. That's a serious quality control issue there. That's just a hiccup during the manufacturing process. And usually that is because one of the ball joints is too small, or there's too much space in the cavity connecting to the ball joint, and that's why the joints are loose. Beyond that, it's a really cool figure. Definitely worth adding to your collection. And like all the Studio Series figures, they have become wildly popular with collectors and fans. So if you don't already have it in your collection, you need to pick one up today. I would recommend buying two, one to keep in the box and one to open so that you can display it, or if you're like me and you enjoy doing toy photography, to use it for that. There you have the Transformers Bumblebee Studio Series Deluxe Ironhide by Hasbro.